Alrighty, and here's just a quick look at the Thundercats Wave 2 4-inch figures that I found at Walmart today. Apparently they've been out for a while. I haven't really been looking hard for them, but I saw them today at Walmart, and I'm like, I gotta get those. Especially for Claudus, over here, Lion-O's dad, who is voiced on the cartoon by Larry Kenney. And I hope we get a flashback episode at some point of a young Claudus taking the Sword of Omens into battle and doing the familiar Thundercats cry, because I think it would be very cool to hear Larry Kenney do that one more time. But yeah, he's the king. He does have the Thunderlinks port on his back, and what's cool is like they designed his cape to cover it, so you don't have to have that nub sticking out of the back like many of the other figures. But it's right there under his cape. There's the little magnet nub that activates all the features and lets him plug into things. But there's just a little square peg on his cape that actually holds his cape on fairly well. It just plugs right over the port, and you see very solid. So he can have his cape. He doesn't hold on to the Sword of Omens nearly as well as he should. Despite the fact that his cape can hold on fairly well. But he does have the Sword of Omens. And he's even got the little scar across his nose there, which is kind of a nice little detail. His mane limits his head articulation, but he does have a neck joint there. He's got the standard shoulder joints, elbow joints. No bicep swivel. There is a wrist swivel. There's a knee joint there, as well as the double swivel hips. Then again, the wrist joint over here. And again, the shoulder armor limits his arms. They can't go up all the way, but they actually have a pretty nice range of motion, considering he's got these giant pauldrons up here. So yeah, there's Claudus. Again, like I said, he doesn't hold his sword very well, but other than that, a really, really cool figure. I'm looking forward to putting him up on the shelf. I think I'm probably going to stick from now on, unless they just release a really awesome 6-inch figure to the 4-inch line. I'm kind of cutting back on what I display and how much space it takes up, and the 4-inch line will let me get more of the main cast of characters on display than a 6-inch line would. Plus, I have the Thunder Tank that's in scale and all that stuff. So, just a heads up. But yeah, there's King Claudus. Here's Mumm-Ra, and I think I found these literally on the way into work tonight, so I have not been home yet to double check. But I think the base body is the same as the larger deluxe one that came out in the first wave. He also has a little bit of trouble holding his sword, but you can kind of, if you put it in there, right there under his knuckles like that, and kind of push the pommel in, he holds it fairly well. The Sword of Plun-Darr there. With just a different attachment on the back, and I'll have to check, but it feels very familiar. You remember the deluxe one actually had the electronic wing, or not electronic, but the Thunderlink's wings that would fold down in front of him like a cape, and when you put the little scarab magnet on the back, they'd pop open. These are more folded wings, just to have them there on his back. And he doesn't come with, like I said, he has the Thunderlink's port. You can pop the wings off just like Claudus's cape and have him interact with Thunderlink's ports on various toys. He may even have one that works with his tank. I'm trying to remember what it's called. The Thunder... Hold on. It's on the back of the package here. The Storm Chaser, his Storm Chaser tank, that little kind of mummy tomb looking tank that he used in like one episode of the series so far. But yeah, also really cool. Fits in nice with the 6-inch figures, though he should be scale-wise a little bit bigger. It's nice to have a smaller Mumm-Ra, especially with the wings. So like, I like the wings. They made him very back-heavy. And when they were folded in, I wish we had wings that you could fold down like this and then also flip out, but didn't have to wrap around him. Because the gimmick on mine, they didn't latch very well, and sometimes even if I had the wings folded down, they'd pop open. So anyway. And here, of course, is Panthro, the secret second season Panthro with the bionic or mechanical arms. A little bit of a spoiler, I guess, but honestly, that episode aired months ago, so I don't feel too bad showing him off, especially since he's on the shelves right now. But yeah, he lost his arms holding a portal open, or holding a bad guy. I think he was holding what's his name? I know it. Holding his enemy into a portal, and lost his arms, but they magically sealed the end of them so he didn't like bleed out or anything, and now it looks like he's got these really cool, they look cool. I like him, the bionic arms here. And he has the same folded nunchucks that can plug into his back here. But he also noticed this is not customized. My other one, I used some Sharpies and customized it. But they actually come painted red and blue. So that's this is a nice little bonus with this version of him. So I'll have him hold those. And there you go. He's also got a little bit more of a grimace on his face there. But there you have it. There's the new figures from Wave 2. I saw all the Wave 1 figures there as well. I don't know how many of them carry over in this assortment, but there's more Lion-O's and Tigras and things like that. But they're the new Wave 2 figures: King Claudius, Mumm-Ra the Ever Living, and Bionic Arms Panthro. Definitely very cool.